welcome back to another reading. And if you guys are new here, hi, my name is Astra. I'm intuitive tarot reader and I do tarot readings here on my channel. Today I am going to be doing a reading for Jisoo and two of her co-stars. I believe their names are Seanguk and Lisohok. I hope I'm saying their names right. I've been requested a lot in my comments to do a reading with Jisoo on these two. I think they both are doing this K-drama called Boyfriend on Demand, if I'm not wrong. And I think they both are her co-stars, if I'm correct. I saw some comments mentioning that, and so you guys wanted me to do a reading on her bond with Seanguk and Lee So-hyuk. Okay, so I'm gonna be getting into that today and seeing how is her bond with the two of them and how they both all work together. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so first I'm going to be checking into Jisoo's current energy towards Seanguk. Let's see, what is Jisoo's current energy towards Seanguk? What is Jisoo's current energy towards Seanguk? Okay, so when it comes to Jisoo towards Seanguk, I feel like he definitely feels pretty balanced around working with him. I feel like that they both definitely balance and work together very well here with the Temperance. There's definitely this good energy that they are also able to bond together. So I do feel like they both definitely have built this friendship. They are able to understand and work pretty well together here, okay? I feel like that she definitely does feel happy that she's working with him. She feels that definitely there is like a sense of balance between the two of them. Like they are able to understand each other. I feel like they both definitely do have like these certain qualities or traits about them that they both like share. Like she does have certain traits and he does have certain traits. And since they both are like similar in certain ways, they both are able to understand each other and like talk things through, and so they are able like to be empathetic with each other, is like sort of what I'm trying to say. Okay, I do feel like at one point maybe Jisoo did feel like she was having a sense of a hard time, regarding certain things, maybe regarding doing certain things, or maybe certain thing there was a period where she was feeling a bit at crossroads, and I feel like definitely Seanguk sort of helped her fix that problem, or was there for her. Maybe it was regarding acting a certain scene, or maybe just overall she was feeling a bit not herself, and I feel like definitely he did help her and was there for her. Okay, regarding that. So let me get more information. Anything else about Jisoo and Jisoo towards Seanguk? How does she view him, and what does she think about him? Alright, what else does Jisoo think and feel about Seanguk? Okay. Yes. Yeah, guys, so for Jisoo, definitely I do feel like when it comes to Seanguk, I feel like Jisoo sometimes with the Hermit here can have a trouble or a block, with expressing herself with certain people. Okay, so sometimes she cannot know how to express herself with certain people, or she cannot feel comfortable with expressing herself with certain people, or she doesn't know how to. But with Seanguk, I feel like she is able to express her thoughts with him. Okay, like he does have like this vibe where he sort of is empathic and understanding. So like he can probably give the vibe of someone empathic and understanding, and so that allows Jisoo to be able to share and express her thoughts with him. So definitely she does feel comfortable enough to tell her what she's thinking and tell her her opinions. Okay, I do feel like also sometimes she would be wondering things or having questions and feeling stuck maybe at doing a certain scene or acting something out, and then she would share it with him, and she would able to get out of feeling hanged up. Okay, so definitely she is learning a lot from him, and he's learning a lot from her as well. So they both really have like this equal give and take, where they are both able to help and be there for each other. Okay, I feel like they definitely give each other a lot of advice and exchange a lot of ideas. Okay, and I feel like they both definitely have like a lot of respect and admiration for each other's works as well. Okay, like I feel like for Jisoo, like sometimes she would be not sure how to do something, and then she would tell him and he would explain it like so smoothly. She was like, oh my god, you're so right. Yeah, so I feel like definitely they do like have this, you know, nice give and take bond. Okay, like they exchange a lot of ideas and support together. Okay, so I feel like definitely Jisoo felt comfortable with him. Like at times I feel like she has felt maybe certain blockages on maybe doing this project, but I feel like definitely Seanguk did help her at certain points. Okay, alright, so before that, I'm just gonna get a few more oracles regarding Jisoo and Seanguk. Anything else regarding Jisoo and Seanguk? Anything else regarding Jisoo and Seanguk? Anything else regarding Jisoo and Seanguk? Fork in the road. Definitely what I felt. Anything else regarding Jisoo and Seanguk? Anything else regarding Jisoo and Seanguk? Definitely mending. Okay. Anything else about Jisoo regarding Seanguk? Yes. Yes. So definitely when it comes to Jisoo, like I mentioned to you guys, I feel like maybe there has been some sort of difficulties, either maybe when it comes to certain things that happened when it comes to this certain project. Maybe there was like a sense of a fork in the road, or maybe there has been some certain difficulties, or maybe Jisoo overall maybe has been going through something while filming this project, and so it sort of has been a sense of a fork in the road for her. But when it comes to her and Seanguk, they both mended very well. I feel like they both really enjoy time together. Probably there was like a lot of laughs, a lot of happiness. I feel like Jisoo does enjoy her time with him, and he does with her. Okay, so it's like almost like a treasure island, something unexpected. Okay, and so she does feel glad that he was, you know, with her when working this project. Okay, like I feel like definitely he has helped her and was there for her when this fork in the road was there. Okay, so definitely like it was like almost like a treasure, you know, and something unexpected that, you know, she found. Okay, so I feel like they definitely vibed well, and he especially was able to be there for her. Okay, oh my god, I almost forgot to check him. Okay, let's see him. I was so focused on Jisoo towards him, for some reason my mind totally forgot checking for him towards Jisoo. So let's see, what does he feel towards Jisoo? What is Seanguk's current energy towards Jisoo? What is Seanguk's current energy towards Jisoo? Okay. So yeah, for Seanguk, I do feel like he also did feel like a certain balance when it comes to working with Jisoo. Definitely there was definitely positive energy when working together. Okay. And with Seanguk, I don't know if he can be an introvert. Okay, but with the Hermit, I'm feeling that he also can maybe be in his own space. He can sometimes be in his own space, or he can be taken as an introvert sometimes, and so he can have like his own bubble. But with Jisoo, he also felt like that he can share his own thoughts. Okay, I don't know if they're both introverts or they tend to be. So remember, like when I told you guys, like there's certain traits that they both have, and since they both have those traits, they're able to communicate well. If they're both introverts, or maybe they tend to, you know, be a little bit more quiet or be in their own space, since they both are like that, they both are able to understand each other and, you know, understand what the other's feeling, like, almost. Okay, so yeah, so since they have like those similar traits. He felt like he was able to be more straightforward with Jisoo, you know, without anyone, you know, getting hurt, because they sort of understand each other both. Okay, he feels like that definitely he does have a lot of admiration for her. You know, he does feel like Jisoo does have this charismatic energy to her, and so he definitely felt like she definitely does have this attracting vibe. Okay, and so with the Hierophant as well, he does feel like he does admire her, and you know, he does like certain dedication that she does have, and so he does feel like he learned a lot with her as well, and I feel like he's glad that he got this opportunity to work with her. Okay, so yeah, now let's get into Jisoo and Lisohok. Okay, let's see. What is Jisoo's current energy towards Lisohok? What is Jisoo's current energy towards Lisohok? Jisoo's current energy towards Lisohok. What is Jisoo's current energy towards Lisohok? What is Jisoo's current energy towards Lisohok? Interesting. Okay, so different than Jisoo and Seanguk, I do feel like there's like a different vibe. Like there's a shift of energy, a different vibe when it comes to her and Lee So-hyuk. Okay, with him, I do feel like instead in Jisoo and Seanguk, Jisoo was the one that had this fiery energy, but here with Lee So-hyuk, Lee So-hyuk is the one that sort of does have this dominating or maybe fiery energy compared to Jisoo, where Jisoo is like more like this more reserved, laid back energy, which is so interesting. So maybe around him she does feel a sense of feeling more reserved, a bit more distance, or you know, she doesn't know how to act towards him. Okay, there's also this sense of her being careful and, you know, not really being able to be fully comfortable with him here with the Page of Swords. Okay, so I feel like she probably at the beginning, maybe when it comes to when they both work together, she sort of did not know how to act with him. She wasn't sure, and she would sort of avoid maybe, you know, maybe clashing or maybe interacting way too much with him. Okay, so it's like almost like there's like this sense of avoidance, or you know, I feel like she was a bit more reserved. Okay, and I feel like he also felt that. Okay, she was a bit more cautious around him. Okay, and I feel like this is because Lee So-hyuk, I'm also getting the energy, he probably at the beginning does give this certain vibe and energy towards him when he probably is totally a different person than what he probably seems on the outside. So maybe Jisoo did think a certain way of him on the outside, but he totally can be a totally different person on the outside. Probably he does give like this sense of a bit intense energy, or maybe cold energy or scary energy at the beginning, but once you get to know him, he actually does like have this certain personalities, like a certain personality, almost like he does have these like different layers to him. Once you like get into his layers, you do understand that he is a different person than what he shows on the outside. Okay, and so when it comes to Jisoo, I do feel like definitely she did feel a bit intimidated or a bit sense of cautious around him. But I do feel like there's also a sense of that slowly fading away. So maybe they both are getting able to get to know each other more. They're starting to be a bit friendly around each other, because I do feel like they are starting to be more positive around each other now and maybe are able to work together. Okay, so I feel like there's mostly that certain energy, but I feel like they're still able to get to know each other more. Okay, I still do not feel like they both are really close still, but I do feel like they definitely have been able to get across that difficult phase. Okay, when it comes to the two of them. All right, so I'm gonna get Lee So-hyuk's current energy towards Jisoo now. Let's see what he does think towards her. What is is Lee Sehyuk's current energy towards Jisoo? What is Lee Sehyuk's current energy towards Jisoo? What does he feel about Jisoo? Again with the King of Wands. Okay. All right. Yeah, so when it comes to them working together, I feel like there was like both this certain weird energy in the air where they both were sort of distancing away from each other. He was pretty curious about Jisoo, or she was like more reserved. I feel like he definitely was a bit curious towards her. Like she did have this energy towards her that sort of made him a bit curious. So he wanted to get to know her but also maintained his distance. So they both like were maintaining their distances. But I feel like then they work together and, they start to get to know each other a bit better, okay? Again, he's coming as the King of Wands. So he definitely does like have this huge energy compared to Jisoo, okay? So he definitely does like have this like heavy energy, which is interesting because in the Seanguk part, Jisoo was the one that was the King of Wands, but here she's almost like not the Queen of Wands. She came as a Queen of Pentacles, which is so interesting. Okay, so he with the Knight of Cups, I feel like Jisoo also interests him, so he was a bit curious about Jisoo, and so I feel like he started, putting more efforts here with the Knight of Cups, started maybe, trying to start conversations or, get to know Jisoo more. So I feel like definitely he took like certain steps, to, for Jisoo to be a bit more comfortable around him and for them to talk. So I feel like they're slowly, able to get to know each other more, okay? But definitely, you guys, I feel like probably when you guys probably see them together, I don't know if you guys have yet, but if you guys see them together, I feel like maybe they probably are going to be different, or, I don't feel like they probably will show the distance energy fully. Like, so they might seem a bit closer than what I'm picking up right now, okay? But yeah, I feel like they're slowly able to get to know each other more, and yeah, all right? So I feel like at the beginning, though, it was pretty difficult, like, things were not as good, but I feel like they're slowly able to get to know each other, and for some reason he does feel curious about Jisoo, and so I feel like he sort of is approaching her, and she slowly is able to open up around him too. All right, last thing I'm gonna get is from here, anything else about Jisoo and Seanguk's bond? Okay, anything else about Jisoo and Seanguk's bond? Observer. Yes, like I told you guys, he's curious about Jisoo. Interesting. One more about Jisoo and Lee Sehyuk. Anything else about Jisoo and Lee Sehyuk's bond? Anything else about Jisoo and Lee Sehyuk's bond? Yes. Okay, guys, so with Posed, Observer, and Between Worlds, I feel like definitely with Posed, maybe they both have been starting to notice each other's performances and maybe their project that they're doing, that maybe they both are sort of looking at each other's performances and able to admire each other and feel like maybe the other is good at what they do. Like, I feel like one especially has been noticing that, and they definitely have been surprised with the other's performance. Either it's just Sue, like, seeing Lee Sehyuk's performance and it sort of amazed her, or it's the other way around. So I feel like one of them especially was like, wow, I did not expect them to be this good at this. So it can also be a certain scene that maybe one of them did that they were like, wow, they did really good in that scene. Like, they nailed it. Okay. I don't know if they're gonna share that, but I feel like there is like this specific scene. I just like heard that in my head, that, like, whoa, I did not expect them to be that good at this. And with Observer, like I mentioned, I feel like this is definitely for Lee Sehyuk. I feel like definitely he has been curious about Jisoo, so probably he has been noticing her. He definitely could tell that she sort of was a bit more reserved around him compared to Seanguk. So definitely he has been observing her, and she does sort of make him curious. So I feel like definitely he did want to get to know her more. And Between Worlds, they both sort of were there in their own spaces, okay? When they are around other people, they can be happy and great and laughing. When they come next to each other, they become a bit timid, okay? So I feel like that was like the case at the beginning, that especially with Jisoo, like maybe when she's around Seanguk or when she's around other people, like she's sort of like in this happy laughing tone, but when she comes with him, like it's almost like she's a bit timid or yeah, like shying around. Okay, but I feel like they're slowly stepping into that world now. Okay, there's like that sense that I'm feeling, so definitely they're starting to be more comfortable with each other, and I feel like definitely compared to the beginning they have known each other more now, so it's like almost like they're sort of slowly stepping into that step. Okay, so probably by the end of their project, I don't know if they're still filming or not, but I feel like by the end of their project they should be like okay and great together. Okay, but yeah, that's what I'm picking for Jisoo with Seanguk and Lisohok. I really hope you guys enjoyed the reading between the two of them. If you guys liked it, please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and let me down know in the comments what you guys think. I would love to hear you guys feedback. But other than that, thank you guys so much, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye.